Okay, so look number 2 is here. I've just filmed another one on a purple festival vibes. I'm going to do more of a gold theme. So something a little bit more wearable maybe, or maybe not. I might be able to pop a little bit of colour in there as well. So I've already done my base and highlighted my brow bone as I did in my last video. I want this look to be super highlighted, super sort of glittery, sparkly, pigmented, everything going on. So I have already done my brows, I've already done my base, I'm baking slightly under my eyes and my cheekbones. So if you're interested in finding out what base I used, then just holler at me and I will let you know. Yeah, so I've done plenty of looks with brows and skin in there, and I thought I may as well just go straight through and do the bulk of the look. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you like, and let's get started. So I've just broke a new eyeshadow, what I've not even used yet, and I was heartbroken, as you can imagine. It's MAC's Soft Brown. It's new because I don't think we could get it in England for... I'm pretty sure we couldn't. I'm sure it was just an American MAC product. So I was like, ooh, soft brown. Yeah, so anyway, I broke that and I was gutted. But that's the shade I'm going to be using as my transition. So we're going to go right ahead and pop that in to the crease. It's just going to be a really soft transition. It's a pretty colour. There's not much colour to it, it's more of just a really good transition shade, which is always what we're looking for. Just going to blend out that highlight slightly because it was a little bit too choppy. So yeah, just want to go straight in and build this all the way throughout. So from the start to the out crease and just buff away. So circular motions back and forth all the way through the outer eye. I forgot to say this is a Morphe M441 brush. It's brand new. I hate using brand new brushes. I don't know why. I wish I could just stare at them all day, because the ones with the white tips don't stay white for very long and it breaks my heart. So as you can see, blend, 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 bitch. Blend it away. First impressions on that shade Soft Brown, absolutely love it. Where is that been all of my life? It is a really, really good transition shade. Super blendable, super creamy, and just a really good neutral. Yeah, love it. I can see why Amrezy absolutely loves this. So I've just blended all the way from start to crease and taken it a little higher up and swooped it out. Taking it very slightly underneath the lash line as well. Now I'm just going to take a slightly deeper colour and popped that in the outer corner. I'm going to take Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to take that on a clean Morphe brush and swoop into the inner corners. So what we're doing now is taking Cocoa Bear and just creating a C motion. So taking right underneath the eye and through the corner into the centre, with sweeping motions very lightly, taking it through the centre, but we want the depth to be in the outer part of the eye. So now you can see we have intensified that a little bit. We can start adding some colour. I'm going to go for a nice sort of gold crease, so we can go with that festival vibes but keep it a little bit more natural for people who don't really want to go too crazy. So with a wet 212 brush, I have just gone into my Grimer's paints and started to cut out with the gold shade through the centre. I'm not taking my crease too high. I'm leaving it quite low. Okay, and then I'm leaving this centre free because I want a nice clear space so I can see a little bit of a transition. I'm going to go on and do the other eye. Okay, so now I've taken a little bit of the white paint out of the same paint set. So it's the Grimer's paint set. And now I'm just going to go in and cut the beginning of my crease. So with the 212 brush, this is the brush I find easiest to do that with. Okay, so it's okay that it looks quite messy. You can see what I've started to do, just carved through the middle and just over the centre. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to add a white eyeshadow just to set that in place. Okay, so now with Colourpop's Fringe, I am just going to take over my gold shade. Okay, so now for a pop of colour, I'm taking Inglot Pure Pigment Eyeshadow in 114, and I'm just going to place that where I popped my white. Okay, so now we've popped the pigment in there, I am going to take my Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen and line my lash line, leaving it about there, and then we're going to work up with some black eyeshadow. Okay, so what you want to do is take a intense black. I've taken Blackout from the Urban Decay palette, and just start to, with quite a firm brush, just dab over the lash line. In an upwards motion, and do the same on the other. Okay, so what you can see is a gradient black just working its way up the eye. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the underneaths of the eye. I'm taking my Urban Decay Chaos eyeliner pencil, and I'm just going to run that all underneath the lash line and into the waterline. These eyeliners are really good for getting into your waterline. They're creamy, so there's no sort of dragging on the eyelids either. What you want to do is do it thick enough so that it's coating the eyelashes as well. And then that will really help when we are blending. So I'm just going to take a clean brush, if I can find one. You want quite a small point brush for this, so I've taken my 231 by Zoeva, and I'm going to take a Inglot eyeshadow in 372, so this beautiful shade, and I'm just going to run that from the outer to the inner corner. Really starting to build the depth underneath, so we want it quite thick. And then we want to take the Inglot shadow in 369, so a really nice sort of baby blue shade, and we're going to start working that through the middle and almost dabbling downwards. I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer and I'm going to pop that through the centre, and I'm going to use this pot of glitter, which I said in my last video you can get in bulk from eBay, so it's just going to look really pretty bringing it down the eyes. So I changed my mind on where I wanted them to go, so I've popped the confetti style just around my eye, and I have used these beautiful turquoise gems just to go around the eye area, and I am going to repeat on the other eye. I have taken the blue iridescent glitter and just place that to the side, and this side is different. I thought, why the hell not? So I've just placed these little blue glitter petals, whatever you want to call them. I'll link everything down below. These are super cheap. I've just used 3 completely different style of gems just to place around, and now I'm going to finish my eyes by popping on some lashes, and I'll be back. And Backtalk lipstick, liquid lipstick by Urban Decay. I love this lipstick. It is a really nice mauvey pink, which I think obviously if you're going for quite a heavy, as crazy as obviously you want it to look and as dramatic as you want it to look, I don't think you need to go too mental with the lips. That's just my opinion. Obviously you do you do exactly what the hell you want to do. And that looks pretty. I might do a little bit of gloss. I love to do gloss over liquid lipsticks. I don't necessarily just love the fact that liquid lipsticks are matte. I like the fullness that it gives my lips. So with a little bit of gloss on, yes. I was just saying how we don't want it to be too dramatic, but you know. Okay, girls and boys, this is the look finished. So I really hope you've enjoyed. This is the look. I have gone for a really nice turquoisey, glittery, sparkly, festival inspired glam. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have learnt something or find this useful in some way. So I hope to see you all soon. Take care, bye.